Hi and welcome to PROPAIN Bike. Today I want to show you how we do our mountain bike frame testing here at PROPAIN. So this is our little torture center for mountain bikes. We have a fatigue test bench. This one is our impact test bench. We use about a 25 kilo striker. We test the frame for frontal impact. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Worked, frame is still alive, so let's go on to the next test. And now we have our frame here on the fatigue test bench. First test is a head tube fatigue test, where we bring forces into the fork horizontally. You can see a lot of deformation on the frame, but it's actually okay, and we run this test now for 120,000 cycles. After the head tube fatigue test, we carry on with the seat tube fatigue test, where we apply seat forces onto the frame. This test we run for another 100,000 cycles. It's followed by a pedaling fatigue test, where we simulate pedaling loads on the pedals. And this test we also do for actually 200,000 cycles. After the pedaling test, we do a brake test, where we test the brake mount on the rear triangle. So we simulate brake forces for 20,000 cycles on the rear triangle. We continue with the bottom out fatigue test, where we simulate the loads that would act on the rear triangle and on the whole frame when you bottom out your suspension. Those can be quite large forces when you imagine that you take a huge drop and you bottom out your suspension. And that we actually do then for 100,000 cycles. Once this is done, we do a final test with side forces on the rear triangle. Those forces would normally occur when you corner your bicycle, or when you drift it sideways, or when you land jumps slightly sideways, and we do that for another 50,000 cycles. This frame passed over 500,000 of load cycles, far exceeding any requirements for mountain bikes. Now I do what I like to do best, test the bike on the trail. Hey,